The salespeople that have a bad rep are the ones that take the money and try to make a solution when it's really not the right time.
The most powerful word in sales is no.
The people that don't go into sales, commission-based jobs, and don't go into starting a business is because they don't feel that secure. That's the only reason why if you're going to work for pure commission, it's purely you want the security. You want the safety net of a salary. But how much of a security has it given you so far?
I mean, it's the best job in the world.
Right?
It's like it's amazing. I think there's also this stigma about salespeople, and I hate that because even starting in sales, I had that same kind of feel like, ooh, like am I doing something wrong? And that's not the case, because when you realize selling is helping and you actually believe in what you're doing and what you're selling, like it becomes easy. It becomes a lot easier. Not easy, but.
So for what you do for a living, how do you help people? What's the help? Because you're absolutely right. The way I sell is because I helped.
Yeah.
The person who's buying from me is the guy who had a problem and needed a solution, and I just happen to be the guy that's there saying I could fix it for you. So for you, like how do you help your customers every day?
We help them by scaling their business. If you talk to anybody, they want to grow. Any business, that's the first thing they'll say is like, we want to be busier, we want to grow. And
hey, we're going to get back to the video in just a few seconds, but if you're watching this, you're probably a manager or a business owner that's looking to build their teams with the right people. At the end of the day, you're taking on the day, and the last thing you want to have are the wrong people that could drive your business down. You want the right people that could build your business up. Now, you've probably looked me up already. My name is Saab. I'm the owner of CPG Recruitment, and our company headhunts and staffs for businesses across Canada and the United States, all over North America. So if you are a business that's anywhere from 15 employees to 500 employees, and you're really struggling to tap into the potential of your team, and you're trying to just bring in the right people, I'd like to invite you to, at the very least, get connected with me personally, get connected with my team, and let's start a simple discovery conversation. It's not going to cost you anything, just a little bit of information. And we like to lead with value and knowledge. And if my team could help your team build with the right people, then why the heck not? You're going to find anywhere over here our contact information to be able to get a hold of us, get on a call with us. And I'm looking forward to meeting you and getting to grow your business with the right people. Now let's get back to the video.
With a solid marketing campaign, you can slowly grow your business. Nothing is a magic pill. If you're a business owner listening to this and somebody comes to you and promises you the world, take a second look, run the other way. Yeah. It doesn't work overnight. And my strategy is very, very simple. I work on a return on investment strategy. So I come to you, what do you make per customer? And then we take that and break it down. So let's say you make, for rough numbers, $5,000 a customer. We're going to start with $5,000 per month and see how many people you're going to hit, and then work backwards from that. So if we get you 2 people a month, 2 new customers a month, you're 100% return on your investment. Yeah. You're making 100% of what you invested. I mean, I'm happy with, 10% with my money in the market. So hell yeah. If we can get somebody back 100% of their money and help them slowly and strategically scale their business while also providing long-term branding, it's perfect. I mean, it doesn't always work out like that, but with good creative and good content, it will. And if you're a small business and you're looking to market and you always think, what should I do? Start with that return on investment strategy. Also look to see where other businesses that have done the research are advertising. Where national and agency, where's the LCBO marketing? Where's Caesars Windsor putting their
because they know
billboards.
Where the right stuff is.
They've done the market research, and you can follow those. You can follow those companies around, and not mimic their marketing. Come up with your own angle, because no business owns the market; they own the angle. They own the angle.
2 points I got out of that tips I really liked was, one is ask yourself, how much is a customer worth to you? What do they spend?
That's the biggest thing.
Once you know that, it's okay. If I spent that same amount in marketing and got 2 customers, I just doubled. And that's a nice tip to simplify.
Not every business has like that instant return on investment. Let's say you run a gym, okay? Then we're going to start talking about customer lifetime value, CLV. So they pay $100 a month, but I can, as the gym owner, I can keep that, I can retain that customer for 2 years.
Yeah.
So now they're not worth $100 a month, they're worth $2,400.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
When you have lower ROIs, you most likely have
to see how many times they come back, even restaurant, what's the average spend, but not just one time, but how many repeat customers that you're getting, right?
So I guess what we run into mostly with smaller businesses, and we're talking like small business, we're not talking like mom and pop shops here. We're talking, you know, anywhere from 20 to 200 employees.
Yeah.
They want help. They want to know what to do. So I think starting with that return on investment strategy, that customer lifetime value strategy, and working with somebody you trust with, you know, good creative and a good angle, it's gonna pay dividends. But it takes time.
I love to give that confidence of follow what the big guys are doing.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
I think there isn't anything in my business I invented. I got it from someone else that proved it.
Of course.
Like, I think that's truly what the great ones do. Like, you know, they think of it may look new, it may look different, but it's a copy of a different industry in some way, shape, or form, right? So,
like, I didn't come up with the return on investment strategy.
Yeah, like you saw that from someone, and sometimes it's like, hey, just relax. Just what's the person that you want to become? What's the company that you want to become? What are they doing? And just you do a copy, but with your own angle, with your own twist, right?
I think the biggest thing in marketing as well is managing people's expectations, right? Like, if you don't work on a strategy that makes sense and is dollarized, like a return on investment strategy, like if you spend 1,000 and we get you 2,000, we're winning. Their expectations might be out of whack. Yeah, they might think, oh, I'm spending $1,000 on Facebook, and people should be, you know, beating down the door essentially.
Yeah, that's a very good point you bring is managing expectations, because everyone's like, oh, I'm going to spend something, I want to see it now. And I've always respected anyone who's in the marketing space that says, here, let me just give you reality. Yeah, like this is what we have to do over time.
Absolutely.
Versus, tomorrow you'll get door knocks, right?
Marketing's a funny girl, because it'll poke holes in your business as well. It'll expose the weak points as well. So let's say we start getting you more business. Well, if these people are not having a positive reaction with your business, they're leaving bad reviews, you don't have enough people, you're not following up with leads. I have one other stat. The average business in Canada and the United States doesn't answer leads within 24 hours.
Really?
Leads should be answered within the first 60 minutes, 120 minutes. Yep. And I put minutes to
be gentle.
Make it more attractive.
It comes in right away. You should
we have minutes until, like, when people are ready to buy, they're ready to buy. And I think that's very, very important. Like, when I get a lead, I'm following up with it in the first hour, 100%. I'll pull my car over. I'll make sure that they're followed up with, they're connected with in some way. Send an email back. I like to talk on the phone because I think it's a little bit more genuine, but
It's funny. It's all connected, because though I'm willing to bet that those people, those businesses that aren't answering leads within the first few minutes, it's taken a few days. It's probably because they didn't have the right employees or enough employees to pay attention to it, to then take care of it right off the bat. It's probably a scenario where the business owner's running around wearing too many hats. Yeah. And you know, you then, as a business owner, you play of like, I can't afford an employee, but I have leads sitting there. I can't get the leads. It's like, what comes first? Hire the employee, build the infrastructure,
for sure,
handle the lead. And the money's in the lead, though. If we got the lead, that gives the money for the employee. Like, it's a constant
100%. And
back and forth.
I think we share the same talking points with clients, because I'm also trying to discover these things when I'm talking to these businesses preemptively. So if they have a staffing issue, if they have other marketing issues, like they can't be found on Google or something like that, then radio marketing, digital marketing is going to be very, very tough. Because what's the first thing when you hear a radio ad?
Look them up.
You look them up on Google, right? You don't call them anymore, right? So, and I think you do that as well. You look at their whole business, and not just, hey, I'm trying to sell this person something. And I think that's where selling is helping, because you're not only helping them with a marketing issue or with a staffing issue. I like to try and help people with anything going on in their business, and it's usually marketing related.
It's funny you bring up the Google thing. That reminded me exactly to your point. I had someone coming in, and business owner, he's like, I need to hire 6 people. And naturally, you're like, hell yeah, let's go. Like, sign the dotted line. Let's do it. I looked up the business and I'm like, dude, I can't help you. Like, I can't help you right now. I went and like his Google was a picture of a brown door on this warehouse that was like, it looked so ghetto and there was no website. There was nothing there. I'm like, you want me to find you? Like, the people that got to find you, they're very high level, like $120,000 a year employees, where I'm like, I got to headhunt them and take them from another company. Yeah. And all I have to show is when you look them up is you have a broken website and a brown door on Google. Not good. And I'm like, we need to change all of this. I said, before you spend money with me, I need you to go fix this stuff. And I said, our team could help you, right? But to that point of, it's not just the salespeople that have a bad rep are the ones that take the money and try to make a solution when it's really not the right time.
That's an amazing point. I was just going to say that the most powerful word in sales is no.
Yeah.
Because if you sell somebody something that they don't need or they're not ready for, it's not going to work for them. And at the end of the day, you're not going to look very good. You're going to look like a person that sells something that doesn't work. That's what you don't want.
In reality, those people will respect you so much that they'll come back after 3 months when they're ready saying, you know what? You know, Stefan was very honest and straight up with me, and I'm going to give him the business this time. And this time, when they call you back, they're calling to just give you the business. There's no more selling, right? Yeah. Because you throw them a bone the first time, or give them some good advice, or help them get prepared for it, right?
Yeah. By saying no, you're helping them.
Yes.
You are helping them. Yeah. They're not wasting their money at this point. You're identifying problems that they can work on. Maybe you can refer them off to somebody. Maybe you have a website guy, or maybe, you know, you have a photographer that can come help them out for a little bit and get their findability up, right? So, yeah, I completely agree.
I really want to go back to the point of like getting people in either sales or starting a business. I really feel like we should sell that a little bit more. and because I think it really is the solution. Like, you know, if I still had that same job that I did 10 years ago, I could tell you, like, I remember when I was working at Chrysler, there was a tier system of how your wage went up year over year. So at the time when I first started with them, it was $71,000. Fast forward 10 years at 5% year over year, I would be making right around 100 by now. Right around, maybe even less than that, probably about 90-ish, 95, because they were very strict with how they progressed you wage-wise. So, you know, for me, people go back saying, I want a safety net, a salary as security. They equate salary to safe and secure, okay? I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's accurate, personally.
Helping is the bright side of control, so I mean... Yeah, I work for a company, and some people might look at me and saying, Steph, you should go start your own business. But I personally feel like I have my own business. So
you do. And that's what I'm talking, commission sales 100%. And entrepreneur together. So entrepreneur commission sales like you and full-blown business. It's to us, we got to go work for our money, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but what I'm addressing is the people that are purely on here's what you get paid. Yeah. I don't think there's nothing secure about that job. People equate, I want a steady, secure salary as security. I think that's the biggest false hope, because at any point in time you could lose your job and you go from 65 grand to zero. That's one. Two is at any point, which we saw in the last 5 years, inflation will creep up and your salary won't keep up, and you've got no other way of making extra money.
Absolutely.
So there's really no security to it, versus every salesperson and every entrepreneur over the last 5 years, our revenues grew as inflation was growing, as the market was growing. We were just constantly hunting for the next thing. Like if you actually just put your mind to it to accept, hey, I'm going to go make my own money. Yeah. You'll make money, right? Like how long have you been on a commission-based role? For how many years?
10 years.
10 years. I'm about the same. I started my company, I think it was 8-9 years ago. Yeah. And have you ever felt unsecured? You may have had some bad months. You may have had some bad months, and it happens. It's like, oh shit, those were tough. But even with a salary employee, if I was working on salary and then Christmas, trust me, everyone on salary is going to have a bad month coming December, because they're going to spend a lot of money on a lot of presents, money they don't have, and they're going to rack up their credit cards, and they got to work the next 3 months to pay back their credit. Everyone's having a bad month. 100%. I'm good with bad months, but as far as bad years, where you're like, I got to sell off everything. I don't know your background, but I'm sure you didn't have to go in that aspect. Like it's relatively secure.
Of course, yeah.
Over time, because you put your mind to say, I'm going to grind away, I'm going to work. And you didn't work. Did you work 120-hour weeks? You didn't kill yourself?
No.
Your average 40, maybe a busy week for you was maybe 65, 70 hours, but you had fun doing it.
Of course.
You loved it. And probably a busy week for you is whining and dining a lot of customers.
Yeah.
I would imagine. So it was a lot of entertaining.
I need to be moving anyways. So like my legs been jiggling this whole time. So like, I need to be moving anyways. So I don't mind.
To me, I'm like, what's more secure than your own personal will?
100%. Any business can turn off the lights, like Stellantis, GM, you name it. Any feeder plant, in Windsor, Ontario can flick the lights off and move to the States at a drop of a hat. So securing your future, like you got to be here anyways. You got to work 8 hours a day anyways, minimum. You might as well make as much money as you can.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Because even let's say the organization you're a part of, they close doors tomorrow. Your personal will, like you,
I'm opening my own business.
You're going to be like, yeah, sure. Maybe for about a week, you might stress out for a little bit, being like, I got to figure out some new arrangements, all this stuff. But as far as like, yourself, your own personal will, like, I got this. I'll figure this out. I'll make my own money.
Yeah.
Right. That to me, knowing who you are and believing in yourself is the biggest security you can give. If you don't have belief in yourself, don't get a sales job.
For sure.
Do not start your own business if you don't believe you're capable. That's something not a lot of people could come out and say, but
hey, thanks for watching our content. Listen, if you're running a business and you're struggling to find staff, I want to introduce myself. My name is Saab. I own CPG Recruitment, and I help companies across North America find the people that they need to find. Listen, a great business cannot be built unless you've got great people. You and I both understand that having the right people on your team is so important, and that's where I could come in and help you. So listen, I want you to shoot me a text message. Here's my direct cell phone. Have my number. Reach out to me. I'd love to hear your story and get to know what you're trying to accomplish. And that way, maybe I can help you fix this problem.